Good night, morning, afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Low Potato Podcast. I'm your host for this week, Axel. I'm joined by my three race swap enjoyers, Ivan.
I want to be a black guy.
It's a race swap enjoyer to Brandon.
My liberal rights are telling me otherwise, but proceed.
And race swap enjoyer 3, John.
I mean, I'm so white, I'm translucent, so I do need it.
Like how Axel almost forgot John's name there for a second.
I literally almost forgot. But anyways, welcome back, everyone. This is so definitely not pre-recorded and is definitely a new week. Hello, everyone. How's your week been?
You mean it's a new day?
New day, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say we could have played it off as this being a normal recording because we're actually wearing different clothes this time.
True.
Well, I wore different clothes last time. I wore a different hat.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. It was totally different last time. You didn't notice my shirt. I was wearing a beanie.
Well, Axel did nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, new background. That
counts as
a
new
background.
He travels a lot. It's so weird. You have a new background every time.
Yeah.
How expensive are your traveling expenses?
Billions of dollars.
Two clicks and a shimmy.
But anyways,
yeah.
How y'all's been? You know, been a couple days.
I mean, like I said, stressful. By the time this episode comes out, actually, when this comes out, I would already be in Georgia by now.
Yep. Dealing with all the pains and aches.
Yeah, it would probably be me unpacking, doing a bunch of stuff. So, hi, future Ivan. Fuck you. Fuck you again.
Classic.
That's all I gotta say about that. Classic, yeah.
Very cool. Any Alaska updates for this final? Technically, this is the last Alaska update, unless Brandon will continue it.
Well, this will be the final Alaska update for me.
Yeah.
So I guess at least at the moment,
it was warm as fuck yesterday.
It was really warm today. When I was in the car doing animal stuff, my meter, my temperature gauge, or whatever, I think it said like 61.
It got hotter.
Yeah, but it cooled down a lot more now. It says it's 52, but that's only because the clouds moved in and it's not sun. It was really sunny earlier, like an hour or two ago. Really sunny, at least in the Palmer area.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck out in Wasilla the other day. So
yeah, it's 50.
Did it rain in Wasilla yesterday?
I don't think so.
It rained a little bit here for a short period of time.
Yeah,
yesterday afternoon.
Got moist.
Yeah, I hit that patch when I was driving back last night because I didn't get home till like 9:30.
I don't know why the way you said it made it seem like when you hit it, like curtain starts skirting. Well, I hit it last night,
dude. No, it was fucking crazy because when I hit the highway, there was like 5 seconds of like rain, then it would just disappear. Then drive like 2 miles, then I hit another 5 seconds of rain wall, then it disappears. Then another 2 or 3 miles, and I hit another 3-second rain wall, and it just disappears. And then I hit the patch of highway where it was raining, so it's all like still like fresh dry. So if you're behind someone, they just kick up all the freaking dirt and the wet like onto your windshield. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
On top of that, the bridge is out, which just bogs down traffic anyways, too.
No, well, I haven't had issues driving on the bridge yet.
I did.
I haven't, and I was just there this morning.
So I had issues with it like the first day that they actually pushed everything over.
Oh, that's true. I keep on forgetting you have to take it every time you go to work.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I take it every time I go to work too.
Yeah, I guess you too, Brandon. Yeah, that's true.
But it's cool because they've got that motorized thing that moves the barrier left and right. So traffic going in Anchorage in the morning, they move the barrier over. So going in Anchorage is 2 lanes, and then they move it over in the middle of the day. So traffic coming out of Anchorage has the 2 barriers or the two lanes. So they're moving it back and forth to help with the flow because they put a 3rd lane on the bridge.
Yeah, they did.
It's sketchy as fuck because you're real close to the wall every time.
Well,
just
and
drive
it's just
normally.
straight drop off.
How about just have a smaller vehicle, John?
How about no?
Just have a smaller vehicle, simply. Because I think I have plenty of room in the Jeep.
I have plenty of room in the Prime vans too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Prime vans. Maybe you just suck at driving.
Maybe. That could be.
Just maybe.
But then again, like the 18-wheelers have like no issues going through there either. So
Yeah.
Oh,
then
okay,
again,
so-
I also don't sink in the mud, so.
I didn't sink in the mud. I got stuck off a ditch.
You just ditch magnet. Just it's calling me.
No, I did not. Oh yeah, Gavin, you weren't here when I told him. So I got stuck in the Prime van. Like half my body was like in the ditch. So I was like sideways like this,
Yeah.
and I dug myself in trying to get myself out. But
How'd you get in it?
I was backing up and I didn't cut the wheel properly. So I hit a patch of gravel that sunk down.
Okay. I see.
And it was just sideways. So I was stuck from like, I think 10:50 to like 1 o'clock out in Wasilla.
Hey, you're getting paid.
Yeah, but usually by that point, I'd already be like 3/4 of the way done with my route.
Paid either way.
No, but I got put on backup the next work day. So
It's like a little punishment.
Yeah, we don't trust him.
That's funny.
because if I knew I was going to put on backup, but they didn't tell me I was going to get put on backup. I was going to text them because I wasn't going to make the fucking drive just on a chance I did or didn't get a route.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully, one of the other guys didn't show up, so I got his, because I know I'm going to deliver on the north side of Wasilla. I got his south side of Wasilla route. Like where the intersection is, where the Fred Meyer's is over there, that shitty ass intersection. I pretty much delivered up and down those business complexes and on the other side too.
Okay.
Never delivered to my complex.
Yeah, because yours is the beginning of Wasilla, which is not my area.
No,
Just don't have that kind of relationship.
Kinda. I'm like a half a mile out of the main intersection of Wasilla, though.
I deliver where City Hall is normally,
okay.
and where North Church Pittman is.
Oh yeah, I know where that's at. Okay.
Yeah, that's way the fuck in there. So like if I drive from Pittman all the way back to work, it's an hour and 3-minute drive depending on traffic. So it's almost, I think, 63 miles or just close to 65 miles. It's a lot.
Sounds like a hoot.
And then I pretty much fall asleep as I'm driving back anyways because I'm tired as fuck by that point. But it's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you guys also see that YouTube turned 20 years old the other day?
Did it?
It's almost old enough to drink.
Yeah. 20 years, man. That's crazy.
So the first ever YouTube video was a 19-second clip.
Yeah, it was from the owner, right?
No,
the
I think it was
founder
someone.
of YouTube.
No, someone
I'm
else.
pretty sure it's the founder. It's him at the zoo, right?
Oh, it is. I knew it was the At the Zoo video, but that video has 355 million views with like 35 million comments.
Wait, does it actually?
Yeah, for shoot, it has a shit
I'm
ton.
gonna look that up.
Yep.
Oh.
357 million views.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the old.
Oh, sorry, 10 million comments. That's what I meant. And there was a comment. It's like, this is the guy who. Oh yeah, here. This guy is the only person who could ever have the rights to say first on YouTube.
Yeah, San Diego Zoo. Dang, a lot of people are replying into this thing, being like, "Happy 20 years." That's what's up. And then it all went to shit when Google acquired them.
Yeah, unfortunate, but oh well.
Yeah, but I mean, but to be fair, it wouldn't be where it's at today without Google.
No,
Yeah.
especially because it has its own TV streaming service too.
It's fucking insane. So much money in this platform.
Yep. And so many people using it and so many people getting their shit kicked in because they're using it.
Yeah. I mean, our most views on any of our episodes is on YouTube. We don't get nearly as much on like Spotify or.
Well, I haven't checked in a minute on Spotify.
We blew up a little bit on Odyssey,
but then
we stopped uploading.
We haven't uploaded.
I am slowly still uploading, which, by the way, sorry, Odyssey people, we're
gonna have a counter for every time Ivan apologizes to Odyssey and then never fucking does anything.
I am trying to do Odyssey. See, it'd be so much better if we were bigger because Odyssey has like an auto sync feature, but then now I think they're getting rid of that feature altogether because YouTube is being stupid. But yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, while we're talking about YouTube, just a little like insight for our watchers or listeners. So I've been trying to do more potato clips, right? So another apology. I try to do them as much as possible, but you know, I got to find like what's an actual good topic and whatever, regardless. So I'm trying to do more potato clips and, I wanted to try, cause I know YouTube hates vulgar language, which by the way, we curse so much on this, but with the potato clips, I've been trying to like, you know, bleep stuff out just to see if YouTube can like, you know, promote at least those videos more. And I can't go through all the videos, just like going through, every time we curse or whatever, bleep it out. So there's this program or this website that I go on that does it. It technically costs some money, but it's like cents. Like it's so cheap. So might as well. So I do that. And dude, it tells you the counter on how much we curse. I thought this was fucking hilarious. The previous potato clip. Actually, I guess when this episode comes out, it won't be the previous anymore, but it was the potato clip of us talking about Netflix's cringe anime for Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah, fuck.
That's a 9-minute potato clip, by the way. And actually, John, did I show you the statistics? No, I think I showed someone else, and then I showed Axel and Brandon. But so this
I'll be honest, I don't watch the show.
I don't either. It's fine. No, but so in that 9-minute potato clip, you know, with bleeping everything out, we cursed, just Axel and I, because it was just Axel and I in that episode. We cursed 35 times in 9 minutes.
At what point do you just not understand what's being said anymore? It's just a chronic beat.
Doing the math, that's about a curse word every 30 seconds.
Yeah. Granted, we try not to curse within, what was it, the first 5 minutes or so of the episode, just purely because of the YouTube algorithm and whatnot. And then after that, algorithm. Then it's fine to curse because
full sailor Popeye
this was like
mode.
Deep in, this was deep in the episode,
dude.
But still.
It was like in the
last half.
3/4 of the way in.
But
that's
like
when
every 30 seconds, that's hilarious, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On average, doing the math for that 9-minute clip, on average, it'll be 30. Actually, it's a little less than 30 seconds. It's 26 seconds. So every 26 seconds, there's a curse word. Dude,
that's crazy.
That's fucking redonkulous.
It's so fucking hilarious, dude. So, fuck, shit, cunt,
cringe,
fucking, ho. I'm trying to think of all the curse words that they filter out. Bitch. Technically, damn. Technically, damn is on their bad word list, but I usually just get that out because who bleeps damn?
Father.
Does it bleep your face?
Yeah, that's a curse word.
Does it bleep the face too, so you can't see what you're wording?
No. So it bleeps it, but I don't do the bleep. I just have it muted instead because bleeping. If you hear the bleep, I would love to hear what it sounds like with the bleeps. You'll just hear beep, 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 beep. I think the first time I did it, like it just sounded like a fucking hospital fucking
the beeps, the heart monitor,
the bleeps were just happening so often. So that's why I started muting them.
The back of like a McDonald's store. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh yeah, like the McDonald's meme.
All right, speaking in Morse code.
Dude, yeah, it was just fucking
weave
hilarious.
a hidden message into your clips by speaking in Morse code with the bleeps and the fucks and
shit. That's a yes. I'm gonna do that one of these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever what is? There is this tweet from McDonald's It says, it's like, it has the burger emoji and the fry emoji. It's like, name a better combo. And the first comment says, damn, even their ice cream emoji isn't working.
Now you're about to say a better combo. When I heard name a better combo, I don't know why, but the first thing that in my head popped up was Kurt Cobain and a shotgun.
You know, it's funny, the cocaine and hookers clip. Well, sir, you just won the lottery. What are you planning to do with the prize money? A bunch of cocaine and hookers.
That's it. If you were to win the lottery, he didn't win it.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to do it if you win?
No, well, no. The question was if you win, not what are you going to do with the money, because he had already won. He hadn't won yet.
No,
they were
okay,
just
never mind.
asking him what he would have done.
But yeah, so moral of the story, we curse like sailors. Congrats YouTube for 20 years, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, how long do you think YouTube's gonna stay relevant?
Another 20.
Maybe. Do you think another 20?
Unless someone creates a new competitor, because currently there's no competition.
So no, there are competitors out there, but I feel like YouTube at some point is gonna go out of style, and we're gonna be using something else. Because I don't think any company or any website is too big to fail. We've had plenty of extremely popular things just fall out of obscurity or fall into obscurity.
Enra.
Or I was gonna say Skype, but but yeah, I don't know. I kind of wonder how long YouTube's gonna stay relevant for. Oh yeah, today, as the time of this recording, which I guess we'll easily tell people when we recorded this, Star Wars Episode 3 is back in theaters.
My least favorite Star Wars. I'm kidding. Immediately
boots out of the episode.
I'm currently on the Regal app, and there's 40X and standard. So when you click on like anything like with seating, it'll show like all the white seating like available. So this is 40X at $650.
I was literally about to say, hey, we should actually try 40X. Never mind.
No. And I'm going to put my foot down on that one, because last time I did 40X, my stomach is still jiggling.
That's funny. Oh, is the 40X the like you can feel it, like the
it's the one where the seats move and like you can get sprayed with water and shit.
Yeah, hopefully it gets synced this time. Ours was not. That was the worst movie experience I've ever had. Period.
All I'm saying is the only good time we can go is at 9:00, because these are the seatings for 9:00 right now.
Okay, so it was 9:00 was the relevancy because of seating choice, not based on your guys' schedule.
This is the 5:35 showing.
Yeah, there's like none. Dang. See, Star Wars suffering from success. There's not enough seats for us.
This is 2:10 tomorrow.
Oh, no. 2:10's too early. I would need to do it later in the day.
Why?
But because I'm be packing. That's when I get the stuff. Like the entire day is going to be basically packing.
Well, then the other relevant time would be 5:35 then.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, if this doesn't date it, I mean, clearly you can see. Well, I'm still in Alaska, so
what?
Even though when this comes out, I'll be in Georgia.
You lied to me. You said you weren't in Alaska anymore.
Oh yeah. John, right now for you, I'm in Georgia.
What the shit?
But okay, so just to move on a little bit.
Sorry, I wanted to bring this up. So do you know the other Regal that's off Muldoon, the other direction?
Yeah.
So the sketchy-ass one.
Yeah, this is their seating layout for their theater for a 7:55 showing of Star Wars.
It's like an amphitheater.
Whoa, is that like an IMAX?
I don't think so.
Why the fuck is it so big?
That was a 7:55 showing.
That's
And
crazy.
That's what she said.
There's no showings, or no one's buying tickets
Sheds a tear.
for these.
That's crazy. Well, that theater is sketchy. I've only been in there once, and I thought I was going to get stabbed. It's like the Cars Off Gamble. It's like, no, sir, I don't have any fentanyl.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's just being in Anchorage. You just...
Honestly.
Well, the Cars Off Gamble is shutting down, so...
Yeah. I heard Anchorage was... Yeah. I heard that Anchorage was just absolutely crazy busy last night because Tom Segura was in Anchorage yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. And also at the same time, too, people calling the cars off a gamble the people's cars.
The people's cars?
Yeah.
What?
That's what a bunch of the Anchorage people say. It's the people's cars. It's the it's like home to them because they're always surrounded by crackheads.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, wait, why is it the people's?
That's funny because it is the crackhead's home.
I think that's a joke.
Anyway, you said you had something else you want to talk about, Ivan?
Yeah. So, I was looking through my RSS feed because I was looking for topics to talk about, just so we can have at least something. And I thought this was perfect that you are here as a guest, because, here, actually, I'll send the... Oh, you're not in our chat here. I'll just send this to you, and I'll also send this in the chat if y'all want to see this. This is about healthcare.
Oh, okay.
So this one specifically is almost 1 million patients are hit by a Frederick Health data breach. Yeah.
Well, this was a couple of months ago.
Yeah, well, usually when data breaches happen, it takes a little bit for people to get notified because the company typically has to, for one, make sure it was actually a data breach. They have to look through their logs, and they also have to look into what the damage was done, so as you know how many people are affected.
Was this the pharmaceutical one? Because I know there was a big one that got hit. The pharmaceutical companies lost a lot of stuff.
Reading the article just a little bit, skimming it. So it says, okay, so it was a ransomware attack at the Frederick Health Medical Group at almost 1 million. So nice. I don't know if that's what you're thinking, but it was a ransomware attack.
Frederick Medical Health is like a hospital. It's a hospital chain like Providence or the Cleveland Clinic or Mayo. They probably, I wonder what EMS system or EMR system they use, or electronic medical records or health information systems that they use. What the one I was talking about is in regards to SureScripts. So I want to say about a year ago, almost a little over a year ago, there was a lot of health information that got leaked through SureScripts. So SureScripts is the electronic medical record system that a lot of facilities in the state use to transmit prescriptions back and forth from pharmacies. Because most prescriptions require either a wet signature, electronic signature, NPI number, or a DEA number for certain pharmaceuticals. And this system basically allows an electronic version of all that to be housed and stamped to a specific password or key card that allows you to be able to submit this information electronically. That system is the one that went down, and a lot of people lost out on insurance information got breached because there are specific pharmaceutical companies that you can't put in any patient information unless you have an insurance card. That's where GoodRx comes into place. So kind of a fun little tangent of information regarding pharmaceutical companies. So a lot of pharmaceutical companies like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart Pharmacy, Fred Meyer, so on and so forth, Kroger, a lot of these bigger name corporations actually have a gag clause built into their system with a lot of these distribution companies that administer these medications like Ozempic and other things, where if a patient goes into the facility with a prescription, and they put in the prescription into the system, the prescription will read the net cost of the actual prescription itself or wholesale value of it. As soon as the pharmacy puts in the insurance information, the wholesale value disappears, and the residual value of what the insurance will cover at a specific percentage is the new value that gets put into place. And it is illegal for the CVS companies and other places to administer that information of the wholesale cost of it, because their gag clause in their contract dictates that they can't. So they can get sued for it, and they can lose their pharmaceutical licenses, and you get residual places closing.
Interesting.
That's where GoodRx functions. GoodRx basically is a loophole for that gag clause. So you plug in GoodRx into the system, it reads as a 0 coverage, 0% zero insurance, and then the wholesale number stays the same. That's how GoodRx functions.
So
sorry for my tangent.
No, you're good. That's why I wanted to bring this up, because I mean, I'm pretty sure you already said that you worked in healthcare or whatever, and
yep. I've been in healthcare for 10 years now.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
But I also kind of wanted to bring this up just because, in my little tangent of, like, even though we have like HIPAA and this, like, all this other stuff for protecting people's like health data, like it's very sensitive stuff. Like, even places like these, like, they still have data breaches. Like, this was a ransomware attack, which means it was more than just a data breach. Like, when they got into their system, for one, all the stuff was, I mean, they were able to get actual data out of it that were able to, make a ransom for. And that's what I don't understand with how our current regulations for stuff is that, like, you would think, like, I mean, I can kind of think of some ways on how like someone can have access to said data. Like, maybe they got some admin guys login stuff to have access to certain things, but I don't know. Like, you would think there would be some kind of security measures to make sure not one person has access or is able to read so much data. I don't know, but I just find it whack that you would think this kind of data would be like encrypted at rest. Like, they would, I mean, of course, encrypted in every step of the way. It just kind of boggles my mind that someone's still able to, be able to get access to this kind of data. I don't know. These companies need to step up. I know some, like, hospitals and a lot of stuff use very dated hardware and software. Like, they use like COBOL and stuff for their databases and stuff. Like, we need to change that.
I don't know if you know this or not, but HIPAA is actually not the main reason, or is not the main thing. So HIPAA is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. That's what HIPAA stands for. Yeah. HIPAA is the specific designated passing of information from one person to another person.
Yeah. It's just who has access to what data.
It's even in regards to conversation. It's specifically word of mouth.
Okay.
It's only and exclusively word of mouth. When it comes to the digital aspect of things, then it becomes protected health information protections, which is PHI, which is or EPHI, electronic personal health information, protected health informations.
I don't know. I mean, even with that, I mean, I know it's in its own separate, like, category, but I kind of wish that there would be better, like, regulation stuff to, like, if people are going to have this kind of digital data, like, it has to be locked down more than it is. If only there was an EHR that could handle all this pretty well.
Yeah.
If only. If only. But yeah, that's what I had with that topic. I see. So Axel, what about your main topic? I see the race swapping.
Yeah, the intro.
The reason why you said we were all race. Our intro. What is that about?
Netflix once again being uber fucking cringe. Of course, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? We talked about the Netflix adaptation. Yeah, actually, it was multiple weeks ago, but as the time of this video is released. But last time we talked about Netflix, was them being uber cringe on releasing the Devil May Cry, and a VTuber released with it, and that was epic. That was so funny. It was great. It was amazing.
It was very epic.
It was very epic. But now it's even better. So now Netflix, and their infinite glory, you know how the stereotype of Netflix adaptations being absolute dog shit, you know, being live action and whatnot. So now they did a very popular anime about psychotic gambling chicks, right? You know, it's weird.
Gambling. Hey, John, up your alley.
Yeah,
Gambling.
It's
gambling.
It's literally just like, oh yes, Japan. Okay, got it. Anime weird, you know, that type of shit, right? And of course, people love it. You know, psychotic anime girls are hot, so you know that's gonna be positive in their circle, anyways. You know,
boo anime.
So
yay gambling.
Netflix saw that and they were like, let's ruin this. Let's make this dog shit.
How can we ruin it for everyone?
How can we adapt
They didn't make
this
it enough about gambling.
to how can we
how do we ruin it and lose a lot of money doing it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So basically what they done is they hired the whole ass DEI cast for this adaptation, and they're calling it Bet. I think
Bet.
Yeah, this is literally called Bet. It's wild.
BET?
Yeah, BET, Bet. It's called Bet.
They should have called it Annie up.
So yeah,
That fucked.
they have that. The characters have been they released a trailer, and it is something. And you know, it's crazy. Like some characters are like, you know, they're race swaps, like, you know, typically, right? The characters who they've chosen for each, you know, psychotic chick, they do not match at all in the least bit. You know, this is like some AA grade DEI hiring.
Yeah.
Like doubling, tripling down. And like there was, I don't want to spread misinformation, but I'm going to spread misinformation anyways because this is funny. But
misinformation.
There was this one character where she is just like a chick wearing like, you know, like an animal's like suit, you know, like a onesie. And people have been speculating, or not speculating, but people are thinking that like they just straight up swapped it with a dude. It's like, it's not even a chick anymore. It's just a dude now. Some random dude with fucking fuzzy hair. It's like some white dude.
Some fuzzy white guy.
Yeah, some fuzzy white guy just swapped from one of the main chicks in the series. Now that could be misinformation. That could have been like a henchman or a goon to one of the girls. But it's funny. It's hilarious. And the worst part of this all, the Japanese version actually looks decent. The Japanese version, of course, you know, it actually looks good. The props that they made for them, the characters that they the actors rather that they chose for each role actually looks good. It's crazy. It's purely a Western thing to make everything as ugly as fucking possible with the dumbest people casted. It's wild.
Yeah, it looks pretty stupid. I just watched it.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Watch it, can confirm. It's
now,
retarded.
if you look up the Japanese version, it actually looks decent because they actually use real props, and the actresses look sort of like the anime characters, or at least similar enough vibes to them, right? So it's like crazy. It's just more Western people's being racist to Asians. It's the classic, you know?
Well, and then there's a clip in the video of this woman holding cards in like a Texas Hold'em style gambling, and she deliberately and clear as day just takes the card, shoves it up her sleeve, grabs a different one, and puts it right back. It's not even subtle. It's just right. It's so stupid.
Now, John, I don't know what your tastes in anime are, or what your tastes are in general.
Non-existent.
So, I mean, if this somehow piques your fancy, you know, gambling, crazy anime chicks, you know, check this out.
Ooh, gambling.
I mean, so I have a gambling problem. I have a little bit of a gambling problem.
Yeah. This anime is just batshit insane. So and that's why people are very upset about this, is because it's of course a Western modern audience fucking touching literally anything and just disintegrated. So yeah, funny. Another Netflix L double dog shit. So
Just a little funny L.
We will be swapping to DEI hires next episode, so don't you worry.
You know what's funny about that is I think Disney is getting away from the DEI hires too after how bad
are they?
Snow White was.
Yeah, like Brandon said in quotations, they
I heard it
apparently
was really
are.
bad.
Yeah, quote unquote.
I just pray that one day companies will realize pandering to these people never works out. They've never been a part of this community and never will. So it's like,
nope.
Why pander towards them?
Because inclusion.
So that's that. I could talk about this one, Discord.
Yeah, Discord. What do you mean by that?
So recently, now it's not everywhere at the moment, but one thing, Discord, the person who created Discord, the original CEO is stepping down and being replaced by fucking Blizzard's previous Blizzard CEO.
What is Blizzard doing with Discord?
I don't fucking know. You tell me. I don't know.
Oh, wait. You said previous CEO.
Yeah, previous CEO of Blizzard. Like they were a CEO.
He just wants money.
Yeah, he just wants money and ruin shit. So Discord's going through the cycle of literally every single previous, communication service. Skype did it, and then it went to dog shit. I don't know what the previous one was, and now Discord's going through that where it's now, like, the top end is being replaced by dog shit people. So now it's going to be trickling down and Discord's just going to go into the gutter. And we're going to have to find a new talking platform.
Great. I thought as soon as I get on PC. Oops, sorry.
I thought you were going to say it was a woman. I thought I got scared for a second.
A woman.
Yeah, but that's not everything. Also, currently in the UK and Australia, they're implementing like a thing because of how like child safety protection laws are in both the UK and Australia, that like in Discord itself, if you have like a not safe for work channel, you are supposed to give Discord like a face ID, like to prove that you are not underaged. And it's wild.
Yeah. Oh.
And the thing is, they use it's not just like you send it and someone verifies it. It's AI. They're using AI to verify if you are old enough. So people who look young but are of age get rejected because they look young. Because the AI is too stupid to recognize that they are of age.
I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast before, but there was a huge thing with the UK. They were trying to, or I guess a lot of European countries, like the EU is also trying to do this. I think they're trying to do away with encryption.
Really?
Yeah. I know specifically the UK are actually doing something, but the EU was doing, because we got to protect the children. Yeah. It's literally that.
Fucking boomers trying to decide how the internet works, even though they don't want to do anything about this.
No. So I will give this to Apple. This is the very rare Apple W that I will give them. They wanted the iCloud stuff. Oh, what was it? I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to it's actual news. There was something with the UK. They wanted to do away with encryption, so they're actually I think passing laws or something about it. And they were trying to force Apple into make a backdoor to their encryption for their iCloud stuff
in those regions.
Because I think by default your iCloud's not encrypted, but I think it's a setting you can enable to have it end-to-end encrypted. And I think the UK wanted them to have like a little backdoor tunnel so they can peek into that encryption stuff and like view your stuff to, scan things, protect the children somehow.
Yeah.
And I think Apple didn't want to do that, so they just got rid of all that encryption stuff to begin with.
Yeah.
On their iCloud. Not saying that the UK can now spy on your stuff, but they're refusing to create a backdoor to an encryption thing. So the people in the UK, I think they're just not going to have the option to have a fully encrypted iCloud. Which, I mean,
That's unfortunate.
it's unfortunate, but I mean, only realistically Apple can like look into your stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, I will give this to Apple. They refuse to follow that order, so they're just getting rid of it entirely. But yeah, I don't know what's up with European countries wanting to get rid of fucking encryption now. Like they used to be
Aren't these the same people that are also trying to make it okay for consumers to consume child adult films if it's produced by AI or something?
What?
Because I read that somewhere.
That's a wild
I
statement.
haven't heard that, so I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. So I've heard that I don't know if it's any form of legislation, because again, like Axel said, I don't want to spread misinformation, but I have caught wind a couple different times because
misinformation.
Yeah. Right. It's popped up a couple different times because I am a part of a bunch of different groups and organizations, a part of like church going and a lot of like protection stuff like that, for especially working in healthcare. You see a lot of that stuff. You see a lot of people get taken advantage of. So I try to fight against that as much as possible. And because of that, I'm a part of a lot of news groups and everything. And I had been seeing somewhere, or had heard somewhere, that they are trying to pass legislation because they're trying to make it to where the word pedophile is not like the actual terminology anymore. It's like age or minor
attracted
affiliated person. Yeah.
That one, minor attracted
so with
person.
that in particular,
You mean the receiving of a 9mm? The receiver of a 9mm.
Yeah, so
1000%.
I know what you're talking about. It's the MAP community. There's a big following on Twitter, the minor attracted person, that people are vehemently defending, which is crazy. Like openly defending pedophiles is insane. Like actually insane.
Yeah. And they're trying to form workarounds by making it quote unquote legal to consume their products if it's produced by AI.
Yeah.
That way no child endangerment is actually occurring, and it still helps with their yearnings, I guess you could say.
Crazy.
But the only way to cure that is by 9mm.
Yeah.
I'd use God's caliber though, the 45 ACP
45,
personally.
yeah.
So.
But yeah, AI is being used for everything. Discord now, at least in the UK, RIP UK and Australian homies, that you have to actually just give your shit to AI. I mean, the funny thing is that they say this is for protecting children, but children are already just using a VPN just to bypass this, you know? So it's like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's like...
Well, I would say the vast majority of people don't use a VPN.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like so simple as just changing where you are, just completely bypasses this. So it's like...
Yeah, exactly. It's easy to bypass, but...
I had heard that it's actually illegal to use a VPN in like China and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. But there's other ways. You don't need a VPN to do stuff. There's like proxies and different stuff that you can do while you're in China.
Speaking of kind of a little bit of a callback to the original topic of discussion at the beginning of things, on YouTube, I'm a major consumer of YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube. And one of the main YouTube pages that I consume is a guy by the name of Ranton, Ronton. He is this Chinese-born or German-born Chinese man who lives in Germany now. I don't know. His story's pretty crazy, but he studied at the Shaolin Temple. He lived in China for a number of years. And he's a movie, video game consumer, BJJ type guy. And he was talking about speed and his live stream in China.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he had brought up and had mentioned that it's actually illegal for anybody to have a VPN in China to consume any of the Americanized or Westernized products like YouTube and other stuff like that. They have their own streaming networks and other types of networks for that. And you can use a VPN to access it if you're out of country, but you can't be in country and have a VPN and access anything outwards.
Yeah.
Whack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good thing you don't need VPNs, though. You can use Tor or any other kind of proxies.
Use the dark web.
And just give communism the middle finger.
Oh, fun fact for actual, well, I don't know if anyone who watches this are in a very bad country for VPNs. Oh, actually, well, little side tangent. Pakistan actually has their first VPN license in the country. So apparently they're pretty strict on VPN stuff. Like they don't allow it at all. So they're slowly getting better. But actually, funny enough, for the people in Pakistan or whatever, if someone watches us from there, probably not, but just in case, Proton VPN, they have this protocol called Stealth. And I can confirm for places that don't allow VPNs, it masks your internet to make it look like it's normal web traffic. So you can bypass basically any restrictions that block VPNs. The reason why I know is because when I was in South Africa doesn't block VPNs, but I think people who have public Wi-Fi stuff, they tend to have restrictions like the airports and stuff. When we first landed in Johannesburg in South Africa, the airport did not allow any VPNs. I couldn't connect with my Proton. So I was like, oh, let me try out Stealth. Click Stealth, immediately connected. I was able to use it for whatever. And I've only heard good stuff about the Stealth protocol. So fun fact for those in oppressive regimes or...
I've been just casually committing war crimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So Stealth, Proton VPN Stealth. I will highly recommend it. Bypass everything. But speaking of somewhat related to VPNs and technology, this is the first time John is on the podcast. For one, on his new PC, you actually have a good PC, not your laptop now.
Mm-hmm.
And for two, you're staying fully on Linux.
Yep. So
yeah.
With Ivan's generous help and time, I have switched over to, as Ivan so delicately puts it, PC Master Race. So I have I've officially switched. I originally had Linux on my laptop, just kind of get a little bit of a feel for it because I knew I was going to be getting an actual PC. So I just wanted to try it out. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And then when I got this new PC and built this one, I just put Linux on it. I think it's running Fedora 42 now and got everything situated. And I'm be honest, I have not turned on my PlayStation in probably about a month.
It's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Yeah. Ironically, all of the games that I play on the PlayStation that I love and enjoy, I already have on Steam. So,
yeah. And also, you can pirate games, so you can technically have infinite, and you can emulate, so you can really have infinite. But so how has it been? I mean, you have PC, you're on Linux. Like, how's Linux been? I know. So, little preface, or just a little thing to add. You were on NVIDIA before, and Axel just saying we've had so much problems with NVIDIA on Fedora. Like even with Linux, still NVIDIA's still bad. But I gave him the AMD graphics card. But tell me, has it been good since?
Other than the whole power supply, the surge protector, it's been great. I've not had any issues whatsoever. I got a brand new monitor.
Let's go.
So I've got a really nice monitor to go with it. Because I built a PC when I was back in Michigan. It was really old, even in 2017. It was from recycled parts and from CAD/CAM computers, and it had a lot of proprietary stuff in it. And I had it shipped up here just recently because it's been sitting at my parents' house in Michigan for a long period of time. And I finally got it up here. I plugged it in, got everything running, ripped Windows off of it, put Linux on it, had it plugged into a surge protector. Or no, I had this one plugged into the wall because I didn't have a surge protector yet. And then I had it for 3 days and the power supply went out because I think I got a pulse of dirty power or a surge of something.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of surge or brownout or something.
Yeah. And it cooked my power supply. And then after that, Ivan and I did some haggling, some back and forth. I paid him a chunk of money, and we ended up doing some one-to-one swaps with some cash. and ended up walking away with a pretty decent sized, pretty powerful PC. And then with the NVIDIA card and everything like that, I'm throwing another chunk of money at him for the replacement card. And now I have a really
good now.
really good PC.
Yeah.
And then ironically, what was it? Not yesterday, the day before. I went to get onto it and it was having a lot of issues. I couldn't get it to connect. I couldn't even get it to power on correctly. And turns out my surge protector is just shit because of the same reason that killed my other power supply is the same reason why this one was apparently having issues. So I went out and bought like a $60 power supply or a surge protector.
Wait, you spent a lot of money on a surge? Okay.
Yeah,
well, I mean, you want a good one. Yeah,
I'm not losing this PC.
Yeah. To be fair, if you were, I don't know what your budget was, you probably would have had a better bet by getting a UPS instead of a surge protector.
What's the difference?
But, so UPS stands for uninterruptible power supply, and it's basically a battery.
Oh, that's the
with
one
a
that
surge
you
protector
have, right?
built in. Yeah, I have one.
Okay. Hi, Holly.
That was a cat.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
Well, you were reaching across, so it looked like it was Holly.
I stay strapped with cats.
Anyway.
Yeah. But so man's officially on here. PC Master Race. And
I'll be back to
hopefully
Linux in due time.
Yeah, I was about to say, out of all the people, so I've been converting a lot of people to Linux. Funny enough, one of our neighbors, his name is Frank, he came to me literally yesterday and asked me for an opinion for a PC. So he's either going to build his own, which if that happens, Brandon, you might need to help him. Okay, never mind. So then he's probably going to get a pre-built. But he wanted my opinion on PC stuff.
That came from my recommendation. He came up actually.
Yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah.
Well, he told me that you were just gonna send it my way.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and funny enough, from the games that he sent me, because he just wants it for streaming, he wants it for gaming. I was really wanting to put him on Linux, but I think for him, Windows is probably what he needs to stick with. Yeah, I mean, because I can still help him with the debugging, but especially now, since Brandon just said he's not going to help him build it, there's no one that I know that can build a PC. Maybe you, John, but
I mean, I am learning, but I'm still very much a novice.
Yeah, exactly. And if something goes wrong about building the PC, there's not much I can do in Georgia.
There are some computer stores that can build this stuff.
There are, but then you have to spend more money versus I can build a PC basically perfect all the time.
Well, what's that PC company?
PC Part Picker?
No.
Oh, are you talking about it's Micro Center?
No.
No? What?
Is it about the one that's in town?
No, it's not in Alaska. No, it's not Alaska. It's a lot of the dudes that are part of the gun community on YouTube, like Donut Operator and Brandon Herrera and all them.
SDI.edu?
No, that's the gunsmithing thing.
Yeah,
they talk about a website that they can go online and they can pick a bunch of different parts that they have in stock, and then they build it to them and send it to them.
Are you talking about Starforge?
No,
that's a pre-built. Right.
Well, yeah, it's pre-built. What? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name.
Yeah, I
it's
forgot
like
the
a
name
bunch
too.
of letters.
No, wait. Oh, yeah. You only pay like $50 for them to just put it together, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll just send you. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name of it. But I guess you could technically do that too. Yeah, it would be $50 more. I'll look into it. I totally forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, for the most part, all the games that he has is Linux compatible. But to get on Linux, you do have to.
It's hands-on. It's hands-on.
Oh, no, it is. But it's mainly worse for people who already know Windows. And I mean, I know Frank kind of knows Windows, but I think he knows not enough for it to be bad. Because my philosophy, if people started on Linux, they would think Windows is too hard instead of the other way around. It's just because people are so used to Windows because they grew up with Windows, then they think Linux is hard. So just putting this out there, when I have kids, only Linux, not allowing Windows. And I guarantee you they're going to think Windows is stupid and hard because they're going to grow up with Linux. So maybe Linux might still be good. I don't know. I'm still going to figure this out, but yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. Just people are coming to me. Oh, I remember. Because I wanted to throw a statistic out. Every single person that I've had go on to Linux hasn't switched back to Windows. Only exception is Brandon.
Well, no, that's not true. I still have Linux on my laptop.
That is true. Wait, did you originally have it on your laptop? I thought you also had it on your desktop.
Yeah, it was originally on my desktop, but then I converted it because I got my laptop, so I don't have to.
So what you're saying is that's only half a failure then, instead of a full one. So I'll take it. And that means nearly every person that I had go onto Linux has not switched back to Windows.
You know what?
Well, but I only switched back just because I just liked my games that I played at the time. Because at the time, Linux wasn't compatible for a lot of the games I was playing.
Yeah, Linux has definitely came a long way with the gaming.
I think it's CLX gaming. CLX. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Best PC builder for custom and pre-built gaming PCs.
SPI? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think with that being said, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. I think that's all I got.
All right, with that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching this week's episode of the Loaded Podcast. I've been your host. Be sure to check out all our shit down in the description down below, like always. And you also have anything else to say before we go?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Alaska.
Bye-bye.
This is the last one with me.
New chapter, new things coming up. Be sure to check in. That being said,
I'm not crying. You're crying.
We'll see everybody next time. Goodbye.
See you later.